My name is H.A. Goodman, and I'm an author, columnist, and journalist, and to support this YouTube channel, go to my Patreon link. It is below in the description section. President Trump, again, I think it's the third time in 3 or 4 days, he has attacked and gone after Morning Joe, MSNBC's Morning Joe. And the tweet today is, crazy Joe Scarborough and a dumb as rock Mika are not bad people, but their low-rated show is dominated by their NBC bosses. Too bad. So I guess that's a compliment. People aren't really looking at it as a compliment. And then I am extremely pleased to see that CNN has finally been exposed as fake news and garbage journalism. It's about time. This is very interesting, and it's a case study in the media in this day and age. The conventional logic or wisdom or lack thereof is, oh my God, Trump, it's not presidential, how dare he's attacking the press. A free press is what democracy is founded upon. Well, it's not really, we don't really have a free press. What we have is a giant public relations firms. And these public relations firms, you saw it with the Washington Post. David Fahrenthold first went after Bernie Sanders before he got the Pulitzer for finding out Trump wasn't as generous as initially Fahrenthold thought he was. So people are winning Pulitzer Prizes for simply attacking Trump without finding anything relevant, anything groundbreaking or shattering, anything truly Pulitzer Prize winning. They're just going ahead, getting these awards, getting ratings, doing everything to pile on Trump, to kind of foment this hatred of Trump without addressing the ideological differences between left and right. That's where, so when you have Debbie Wasserman Schultz and John Podesta still in politics, and Donna Brazile still in politics, that says all you need to know about the Democratic Party, and it says all you need to know about the media in the United States of America. We have cheerleaders. We have public relations firms for both left and right. The left, however, dominates the conventional political wisdom, or lack thereof. There's no wisdom. It's all follow the herd mentality. So people are saying now, oh, well, Trump is so horrible, he's crazy. He's actually doing something very interesting and very good. Going after Mika Brzezinski. First of all, I never really had too much of a problem with Mika and Joe Scarborough, other than at the end of the day, they were very establishment. They're on MSNBC, so they're always going to lean towards or overtly push for Hillary Clinton or the Democratic Party. And Joe Scarborough is a little bit more independent, but Joe and Mika will always end up pushing the Democratic Party line. Here's an example. They're now saying Trump is ill. They talked about Bernie Sanders and his health or his age. They talked about McCain's age and health issues. When it came to Hillary Clinton actually falling, basically almost just falling unconscious because of the heat at a 9/11 memorial where she passed out. And she had a coughing spell throughout the election. The mere mention of the fact that she could be either ill or have issues related to her age and health, that was, you couldn't talk about that, although you could say that Trump is ill, and you can say that Bernie is old, and you could say McCain is both old and potentially ill, but you can't talk about Hillary Clinton. That's the public relations aspect of today's media. In addition to, oh, well, she didn't intentionally do what she intentionally did, transferring top secret information from secure government locations onto an unencrypted server. Or that Loretta Lynch spoke about golf, Brexit, and grandchildren, which is the original fake news story. We don't ever talk about that. Or the authentic, pristine, actual words of Podesta and Hillary Clinton in the Podesta WikiLeaks DNC emails. So WikiLeaks is viewed as a threat by the establishment simply because they publish the actual words of people in power. That's all you need to know about journalism in today's America. The actual words of people in power. Us knowing that is a national security threat. But here's Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough talking about how horrible it is to even question Hillary Clinton's health.
It happens.
Oh, is this proof?
Yeah, help out.
It's a tough schedule.
It's a really rough schedule, and sometimes, you know, you cough and do stuff like that. There's no
look. If she had a health issue, do you think she would have been on the road?
No, she doesn't. That's just BS.
She doesn't have one.
She doesn't. It's silly. But
She doesn't have one. She doesn't have a health issue, but she passed out in 80-degree weather. How do you not have a health issue? Then she had pneumonia. So then we found out she had pneumonia. Again, this isn't. It is what it is. If somebody's not feeling well, and they're ill, they should just be honest about it. But Hillary Clinton's not honest about anything. That's the issue. The problem is when Clinton was dishonest about everything. That was just, well, all politicians do it, and it's a tough schedule, and you know what? She had to go ahead, and she couldn't tell the truth. With Trump, it's, it's the end of truth, the end of truth moment. Oh my God, truth is so important. But let's continue with Morning Joe and Dumb as Rocks, Mika. No, I'm joking.
Okay, here's a little bit of the call.
I don't want to show it.
I thought you wanted to.
No,
I wasn't going to even bring it up.
I know.
And you just
Congresswoman Marsha Fudge for hosting us.
Deal.
All right. This guy's up for 2 minutes, and Tim.
And he just sits there.
He's just sitting back there going.
Grab the mic.
Anyway, I was playing Parcheesi last night with my kids.
Yeah.
And it just kept. All right, let's get off of that.
Get off. She's awesome.
So there's a conspiracy.
Not sick.
Guess what? We all cough.
Just.
Mark the outbreak. He kept waiting.
So you have these people in public relations meltdown mode, where Hillary Clinton has a coughing spell, and they can't simply admit that there might be something wrong with a woman who is up there in years. They can't simply say she might be sick. Then she passes out in 80-degree weather. Then all the other issues where they say that she was going to win and all this stuff. So Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough, Morning Joe on MSNBC. Trump is actually right when he says, I mean, the whole dumb as rocks thing, that's actually better. That's good for Mika Brzezinski. Her name is now in the news for 3 days straight, nationally, throughout the world. She can now go ahead and write a book about how horrible Trump was to her and make hundreds of thousands of dollars. So Trump is doing them a big favor, both of them. I don't think you or I would be thinking about Mika Brzezinski at this moment. And in today's media, it's all about airtime and your name being talked about. So, but the great thing, though, and I'll do a segment about CNN, but the great thing is that he's doing to them what they're trying to do to him in a less polished manner, but it's actually a really wonderful sight to see because he's flipping the script like he usually does and making them look stupid. To people who already hate Trump or dislike Trump or people who would never vote Republican, this is a travesty. But those people didn't win the election. It's the independents and the progressives who have been cheated and the people who have been just stomped on and bullied by a Democratic Party. This channel is like a microcosm of why the Democrats will not win in 2020 or 2018. There's progressives, independents, and conservatives who just dislike the Democratic Party for different reasons. People who dislike the Democratic Party for whatever reason, whether you come from the left or right, view Trump going after Scarborough and Brzezinski as a wonderful thing. So at the end of the day, it's actually very good what he's doing because he is exposing public relations firms, not the press. Give me your thoughts below. Thank you so much for listening.